Quick disclaimer, this is by no means a financial advice. Trading carries a high level of risk, so any decision you make should be based on your own analysis. I do this basically for educational purposes only. Okay, so with that out of it, let's get to analysis for the day. Hey guys, welcome back. This is another Collins view, okay? And yeah, we're looking at AUD USD. As always, we're going to start with the higher time frame. What do you see looking at the market without missing it? What do you see? Okay, the market is currently here at an extreme demand. This is more like a supply to demand switch. This was the supply that actually broke this lows. If you look at it, this was the low. This was the highs that actually broke this lows, and where this was the lows that broke the highs. Okay, so now this is like the new structure, the supply to demand switch. Yeah, there's a transfer of money, So now we're going down to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what is happening there. Alright, looking at that, you can see that the market came down to the extreme, reacting from the 15 minutes order block within the 4-hour order block. And looking at this, what do we see? It's a very clear break of structure. Okay, this is a very clear break of structure in the 4-hour. And now I'll show you let's go down to the trades for the week. Okay, looking at the 4, we can see the 4-hour is bullish right now. The 4-hour is bullish. The 4-hour has been, as you can see, the 4-hour has been bearish for a long period of time. And now what happened? The market switched direction and changed to bullish. Okay, so we'll go down to the 15 minutes. Yeah, looking at the 15 minutes, what can you see? Firstly, this was Monday. The market opened on Sunday, and all this happened reacting from the 15 minutes extreme, breaking the structure. There was a 5 minutes order block here, which I had marked out. Like I said, the switch from supply to demand, that's a transfer of money. So this actually went to 1 to 2, then came back. I actually was not in this trade. Why? Because for some reason I wasn't present. I had some issues with my lights, which is one of the reasons why I've not posted videos for a period of time now, over a week, due to the light issues I'm facing right now in my country, Nigeria. Yeah, man, it's really crazy here sometimes. I say sometimes, every time it's really crazy here. But yeah, looking at this, you can see it reacted from this 15 minutes extreme, then breaking this structure, also leading towards a break of structure in the 4-hour. Okay, so that what led me to actually set my entry here. All through yesterday, I was waiting for retracement all the way to these levels for the buys to continue, but as you can see, the market never did that, which eventually happened during the London session today. Which actually happened during London session today. I'd like to see the time. Okay, 9 p.m. to be precise. 9 p.m. to be precise. This is what happened during the London session today. Reacting from where the order block that started this break of structure. As you can see, these are all liquidity that the market was building up. I could see this, so I stayed away completely from the market to avoid unnecessary loss or unnecessary trades. Okay, though this was actually a valid entry again for me, because like I told you, supply to demand. So this was a high that broke this structure. This was the low that broke this structure. So supply to demand switch. This would have been like easily 1 to 3 or so, but I was focused on the extreme. Because lately I've noticed that its market is bound to come back, though it's not a must. Okay, there's a probability the market could have kept on buying, but yeah, okay, I left my entry here seeing that this was a break of structure for the 4-hour. So I was expecting a deep retracement back into the demand zones, and yeah, like it did. This was one that took the liquidity, starting the break of structure. Okay, and as you can see, the market got there. Let's go down to the 5 minutes and see what happened. Looking at the 5 minutes, you can see what's this? I love that. Looking at the 5 minutes, you can see a very simple break of structure. High, low. This was the high, this was the low, and this was the break of structure. You can see the red lines there, break of structure. Okay, break of structure. That was the break of structure there. And firstly, remember I told you I had an entry set. Okay, I had this limit set first, so that was my first entry. Okay, I had the limit set. If the market was going to take that out, I was fine with that. So I had the limit set, and then This is my second entry. This is my second entry, the 5 minutes. As you can see, the both of them here, which actually topped at where a 1 to 6. Market topped at a 1 to 6. Okay. I actually posted the trade on my YouTube. I just posted the trade on my YouTube, so you can do well to check that out. It's really hot right now, man. Oh fuck, what am I? It's really fucking hot. Okay. Yeah, the back. Yeah. Notice this was the break of structure here, the 5 minute break of structure, which actually led to what? A 4-hour break of structure again. And then what I look at the zones I had marked out. These are the zones I'm going to take the next buy opportunity from. I have a trade still open. One of the trades are already closed. I have a trade still open, okay? Yeah, and it's actually on break even, risk free, and I made already like 4% for the day, and that's from both trades. I made like 4% already for the day. Alright, that's actually very good risk to reward. So yeah, I'm hoping to see my entry criteria in this zone. 5 minutes break of structure, as you know, something like this is a chalk. And yeah, for the buy opportunities to play out. So I'm expecting to see this here, or here most likely. Okay, so I believe if it gets here, there's a chance it might take me out of break even, but that's fine. To see a 5 minutes break of structure, we'll be back into the market again and continue riding the wave. You know, we're never scared of taking an opportunity when it presents. Execution is the name of the game, because without the execution, you're just going to remain. Without the execution, you're just going to remain where you are. So execution is like the name of the game. Okay. Yeah, I'll be looking for a break of structure here for the bias to continue, and if it actually plays out as I'm expecting, this would be a massive trade of okay, you see the supply a 1 to 40 over a 1 to 40 trade. If that plays out, this could be easily over a 1 to 40 trade. Alright, so we're expecting the market to retrace deep within and the bias to continue playing for 1 to 40. So if we see a new entry, fine, we're going to be part of that entry. But if we don't, okay, you shouldn't be scared of missing out opportunities. As you can see, yesterday I stayed away from the market completely, and today what the 2 trades I had taken ended up in profit. Okay, stay away from the market when you know you're not seeing your entry criteria or any reason to be in the market. You shouldn't have to force the moves to play out. Yeah, you might have to force the moves and it will play out, but how long can you keep doing that? How long can you keep trying to force the moves to play out? Alright, it's not actually fair to your psychology and fair to your account. Okay, not actually fair to your psychology and fair to your account. It's going to actually drain you mentally when you keep trying to force the trades to play out. So you have to be patient and never hesitate when it comes to your entry criteria. Okay, when it gets there, gives you your entry criteria, remember to always execute. Alright, yeah, and that's it. I just wanted to show how I got into this trade, and also thinking about it, I feel I should actually show analysis on Gbpjpy for the week as well. Yeah, I feel that will be helpful. Gbpjpy, so I'm making the videos together. Okay, I'll be dropping the videos together as one. So if you're interested, you continue. And yeah, let's dive into the Gbpjpy. Okay, but firstly, before we do that, as you can see, the market has been on a strong bearish movement. So if it comes to this breaker, okay, there's a chance the sell might see play out here. You know, who knows? So we're always in the market. Look, as you can see, I have my zones marked out already. If it gets to my zones and I see my entry criteria, sell or buy, I'm in. Okay, that's all that matters. I'm in. there's no time to hesitate and second guess yourself. Okay, then you see a trade run and you start having feelings, emotional breakdown, thinking about how you could have made some profits if you were actually competent enough to be in the trade, confident enough to actually enter that trade, without the fear of the loss, because the loss is actually always present in the market, as much as the win is always present in the market. So you don't have to be bothered about the loss. You just have to know that you've mitigated your losses in ways that it's not going to hurt you, like using your risk to reward, your risk management and stuff like that. Those are the ways to mitigate losses. Okay, those are ways to mitigate losses, so you know what you're doing in the market and how to combat and make more profits. All right, so that's it for AUD/USD. And now I'll dive into the Gbpjpy daily time frame. All right, good. This was Monday, and now this is a reaction from the daily time frame. This sell is actually coming from where? The daily time frame. I'll mark that out. Sell is coming from the daily time frame after the market has been buying, creating some bullish intent. Okay, this is our daily supply. So let's head down to the 4 hours so we can see what's happening, because I don't place my trades on daily time frame, so there's no need for me actually waiting there. I just needed to understand the main and the strongest direction of the markets. Okay, so now there's a reaction from the daily supply. As you can see, this was that I don't have my Gbpjpy subscription, so as you can see, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So now what do we expect? Low, high. Why did I choose this point? Like I've always told you, supply to demand, transfer of money. This was the other block that broke these highs, so there's a chance we'll see some trades play out from here. Possibly might not take this whole highs, but I believe there'll be quality trades playing out from here. So if we see our entry criteria, which is supposed to look like something like this, okay, I'll put this in red. So if we see our entry criteria looking something like this, it might not be this perfect. Okay, it might be something just like 1 pip, might not be that perfect. Okay, so if we see this, come on, why not? We're into the trade, break of structure, entry. That is the best thing you can see the forex market according to my analysis. That's the best thing I could see in the forex market, break of structure and an entry. Nothing can be surer than that for me to place any trade. Okay, so now we'll go down to the 15 minutes. Looking at it from the 15 minutes, you can see the market, after breaking these highs, never go back to this other block. Why? For a reason. The market never forgets. Okay, the market never forgets. You should know that the market never forgets. Creating what? All this liquidity, not what? Getting to the 4-hour or the 4-hour supply zones. Looking at it, where did the market react from? Though here we know it reacted from the daily, but now going a little bit deeper, I believe there was no reaction from the 4-hour zones, the 4-hour time frame. There's no reaction from the 4-hour time frame. Currently we are in 15 minutes. As you can see, no reaction from the 4-hour time frame. And when the sales started playing out, never gave an entry. But before that, before talking about the sales that are playing out right now, looking at this market, I missed so many. Not that I missed so many opportunities. The market never triggered all the opportunities I set. I had an entry here using this 5 minutes, but the market never got there. Entry here, like I told you, supply to demand switch. Looking at this, the market never got here. Okay, the market never got here, and now it's happening again. I had an entry here, the market did this, never got here. So we're waiting for this to come. If it gets here, I will see a 5 minutes break of structure, we're in. I know I'm supposed to set my entry here due to my new findings from the market, but I'm trying to be more confident and more patient in waiting for my entry criteria to play out. Okay, so I can be sure of my trade. if the 5 minutes break of structure occurs here, I know, yeah, I have all the reasons to be part of this buys. All the reasons to be part of this buys. Today, I never took a trade from Gbpjpy. Why? Because I never saw my entry criteria. Like I've always said, you should be okay with missing moves in the market. You can actually capture the moves, and you see so many people doing ping pong online. You get, so those things are not really realistic. Yeah, it's possible, but not realistic. How long can you keep doing ping pong every day? It will drain you mentally. Like so much. Okay, your psychology is going to be really fucked up if you keep stretching, unless you want to say, okay, that's your person. But I don't know for any other trader. I just know that, okay, yeah, this is what I do for myself to remain profitable. Okay, and I'm not going to say I don't take losses. Obviously I take losses. I've posted about my losses a couple times. About my losses a couple times during my analysis. Okay, so that I know I take losses, but then yeah, the wins cover up. So looking at this, this is possible 1 to 13 trade if the market reacts for me and the buys play out. This is an 18 pips stop loss, possible a 1 to 13 trade if the market plays out, the buys continue. And yeah, I'm believing the buys are going to continue, because looking at the higher time frame perspective, daily, we're bullish. Looking at the higher time frame perspective, daily, we're bullish. Looking at 4 hour, bullish. Okay, bullish. So now I'm expecting reaction from this breaker point for the buys to continue playing. So take this as 1 to 13, and yeah, I believe this week for this week, I believe I'm expecting to see buys all the way to supply zones. Probably the sales are going to play out, or the buys are going to keep going. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to force any trade. If you don't see a trade here, that's fine. We missed the opportunity, and wait for the next one. Okay, no hard feelings, no stress, patience and execution. Patience, execution when it presents. Okay, and yep, that's pretty much it for today. AUD, USD, and Gbpjpy. So if you're following up, and yeah, you could actually check this out and do your own findings as to why I had that marked out. Do your own findings, make your own analysis, and see for yourself. Okay, you can actually also comment and yeah, drop a feedback. Okay, so Gbpjpy bullish, obviously. AUD, 4 hour bullish, 15 minutes bullish, 1 hour bullish, but then daily is not bullish yet. Okay, looking at the daily time frame, the daily is not bullish yet. You can just see a doji pattern from here and doji forming here again. The daily is not bullish yet, but yeah, let's see. The 4 hour is already bullish. Okay, 4 hour is already bullish, so there's a chance the market might react from the extreme here and create a daily break of structure. Okay, so all we have to do is be present and execute. AUD, USD, Gbpjpy, and that's it for today, guys. Peace.